Good morning and Happy New Year, everyone. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm gonna check what Bitcoin did over the weekend. Looks like all the crypto-related things are gapping higher. Oh, it's pulling back now to the 10-day, or it touched the 10-day. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah, had a little bit of a washout and found support on the 10-day moving average. There you go. What did I do? Oh. I still think this thing goes to 50k easily. Like I said, when it broke out from this 20,000 range from the flag. 5-star flag, 5-star. Learn these setups, guys. Learn these setups. You're gonna make a lot of money. And in many different asset classes. Doesn't just work on stocks, they work on like different, anything that has momentum. All right, let's see. I'm gonna trim down some of my crypto related things I bought last week. Holy shit, CAN. They're now chasing these laggard names. Mara and Riot, those were the leading crypto names, and now they're chasing all the laggards. Jackma is missing. Yep. What's Baba Stock doing? Barry kept. He's probably gonna show up a little bit roughed up maybe, and then he's gonna be a nice boy to the regime again. Or maybe not, who knows? Who would have thought? Who would have thought the Chinese regime would do something like that? Who would have thought? The Chinese, they're so nice. Who would have thought? Such a nice country. Or such a nice regime, I would say. Can. Which account do I have my can? Oh, here. Oh, looks like I'm getting stopped out of my TNA short. Or should I raise my stop on it a bit? You know what? I'm gonna raise my stop to break even on TNA. A little bit below break even. Oh, Soxel, nice. Pretty much everything looks very good. Most of my shorts are still weak, and most of my longs are very strong. That's exactly how you want it. And QS, oh my god, I'm so happy I kept some over the weekend, or over the long weekend. I was gonna cover it all on Friday, but then I looked at I tried to check what the borrow rate was, and it was impossible to borrow, so I'm like, I'll keep my last shares. But I only had a third science to begin with. Who would have thought, guys? Like, guys, you know, if you learn the languages setups, you're gonna catch these things, longs, short. You're gonna nail these things left and right. It's now down 47% from where I shorted it. Perfect breakdown. NVAX short? No. I don't see anything there. So I'm gonna cover up my last. It's probably gonna go to the 50-day. I don't give a shit. I'll just cover it all. Nope, covering it here. And maybe if it goes to a 50-day, maybe it's gonna be a nice long trade again. Oh shit, I'm so behind today. Ugh. Shit, markets are already opening and I'm... I don't have anything I'm super excited about out of the gate. I'm just managing my current holdings. Bingo could be a short. I'm not gonna do it. Or maybe I am. Maybe I am. No, I'll pass on. My god, everything is triggering. Everything oil related is triggering, looking really good. Many of the growth names are pulling back, losing their gaps. Also, why is the ETHE down? I think Ethereum was up over the weekend, wasn't it? Massively. Yeah, bingo. Yeah, yep. I kind of passed on it. It's fine. I was a bit unprepared. I was a bit unprepared. Coming into it. I was a bit late. A little bit late. So I only have myself to blame. Not starting the year right. You shouldn't be late to the desk. FTCH, yeah. It is breaking down below some support levels. And also these oils that attempted early breakouts are fading for now. Roku had some good news, gapped up on it and faded, and it's right on a big support area, the 20-day. If it loses that, you know, it's not a good sign. You know, this has been happening in growth stocks for a couple of weeks now. So it's nothing new. The selling, the growth names. Oh, looks like I got stopped out of my chain I started. So gold is breaking out of a long base here. It looks great on the weekly, just breaking out of a like 6-month base. Looks really good. And GDX, the minor ETFs, are also obviously reacting to that, but I'm not interested in trading these. I'm interested in trading the triple ETFs. So Roku is right on the 20-day. Yeah, I'm still very cautious on the market. There are some like micro cap crypto piece of shit names that could make big moves, but other than that, there's just not much that looks great. Now TTD is losing the 50-day. Roku looks about losing the 20-day. TNA's fading the gap up. DQ looks good though. CrowdStrike is taking another leg lower. NIO is also strong. Soxel is strong. Semiconductors are very strong. And Tesla is strong. There's, it's very mixed right now. The software names are crapping themselves. Okay, some of these things that faded out of gate are starting to come back, like oils and the gold names. US Steel is very strong. Jesus, there anything not triggering today? Okay, now all the... So metals and oil are leading. A lot of the growth names are, and recent IPOs are weak for now. AMD is holding up. Yeah, AMD looks good. Very slow, but you know, I did Soxol 4 days ago when it broke out. It's up much faster, or 2 days ago. AMD and Nvidia, they're kinda slow laggards. But yeah, I mean, they look decent. Chris, good breakout. Yeah, on Thursday it was a good looking breakout. Fubo is not a setup yet. Meaner version long setup, I don't see anything here right now. Oh my god, what? All these things are triggering. Oh my god. So many alerts. Didn't think there was gonna be so many things triggering today. Blink is fading. Is Chumia fading too? It's right on a 20. Chumia really needs to hold here for the flag to be intact. Yeah, Solar is strong. Lyft and Uber. Lyft is right on a 20. Don't see anything here. LCTX, yeah, it looks okay. What's Bingo doing now? It's still holding though. But if it loses VWAP here again, that could be a good short setup. But if it reclaims, yeah, it could very easily reclaim too. Laser looking really good. Yeah, it is looking good. If it can go sideways like this today, if you can close like this today, it could be a very good setup for tomorrow. What's going on with Beam? So many people mentioning it. Yeah, it's just a random down day on a high ADR stock. OCGN is nearing. Oh, it's very. Oh, this thing. Hopefully, this thing can go to $4 or $5, $6. So for now, I did some of these very liquid crypto-related stocks. I also did Nugget and Chainug because gold is breaking out of a long range, and I also did some XOP, which is the oil and gas exploration ETF. Those are the things working right now, looks like, or showing strength. Cruise lines and airlines are breaking down again. Guys, remember, it's a new year, but the market is the same. The market will find ways to take your money. That's never gonna change because the date changes. Stick to your setups, stick to your rules. If you don't have them, you need to study. Nothing has changed. The market doesn't give a shit that there's a new number on the calendar. It really doesn't. If you do something reckless, the market is gonna take your money. That will never change. Growth generation breaking down. It's right on the 52-week highs. It's literally like 6-7% of the high, of the highs. There's nothing here. Just having some red downticks. Tilray. Wheat stocks are strong today. CGC and Tilray both have maybe setups. Actually, oh shit, Tilray looks actually really good on the weekly. Oh man. Tilray looks so good on the weekly and on the daily too. This tiny one, SNDL, is also perking higher. IGC is still well. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at on IGC? Guys, from now on, anyone who just mentions random tickers without any question or comment, you're gonna get muted. It's New Year, we need to keep the spam down. If you don't have any comments or ideas, just putting tickers is spam. I want to get rid of spam. It's just taking up, precious space in the chat. I do have some Bitcoin, yes. From many years ago. XXI, yeah, good setup. Is it still like a weed related stock, or have they transformed into something else? This Fubo, I think there could be a bounce setup here, but I think it's either gonna tomorrow or later in the day. Right now, I think it needs to start building some higher lows and reclaim VWAP. There's no reason to try to catch a bottom on that thing. Calls. Is BT parabolic? I think yes, it is getting there, but I think well, right now it's going straight up. But later in the day, if it starts building lower highs, especially if it gets below VWAP, stuff like that. But I would prefer this thing go to 40 today and maybe get a short tomorrow. I'm not gonna look at BT today. The crypto space is really hot right now, and I don't want to get rule number one of parabolic shorting is don't be too early. So I'm not gonna touch it today. What's Bingo doing? Bingo is still, yeah, so Bingo failed. So Bingo has been failing at VWAP a few times now, building lower highs. This thing could very easily go to mid threes today, but yeah, I didn't get any. Let's see, what do we have here? Holy shit, GBTC. GBTC, yeah, I've had it for like 3 months now. But I've been trading around it. I've been adding, I've been selling, adding back. I have problems with patience. Something I probably need to work on. That's fine. It's kind of funny, like it feels I'm so inadequate as trader. I'm making so many mistakes. But on the other hand, having a year like I had last year, it's kind of hard to. I mean, if I just removed a few mistakes, I would have made over 1,000%. But I'm never gonna repeat that types of returns. But but it still feels like I'm such an inadequate trader. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. I'm the tallest midget. Yeah. Nvidia is a very good setup. It's breaking out on a weekly, on a daily, but again, it's very, very slow. No one should do this thing with equity. It's very slow. Same thing with AMD. MGNI. Yeah, the breakdown was here in like 30 bucks ish. High 29s. High mid 20. That's when it started breaking down. Now it's right, you know, it's already down a lot. So, but yeah, these types of stocks that are straight up, there's a big edge in trying to, you know, in shorting the breakdowns. A big edge. Oh, Airbnb is weak. But you gotta wait for the right time. Oh my god, Beely. My Beely is going higher. I only sold it about 27% ago. Okay. Yeah, but what's the ADR on JD? That's the problem with JD. And I can tell you right now, this is not a good trading stock. Look at how choppy this thing is. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up. There's no, I don't see any edge here. This is a very hard stock to trade now. Last time it had a good setup was here when it was tight. Now the ADR is so slow, no one should trade it. You shouldn't even get these things on your scans, guys. You need to put the ADR filters on your scans. Because a slow stock, it doesn't matter how good the setup is, it's not worth to trade it. It's never worth trading a slow stock. Yeah, QS. I cover. Well, yeah. No, never mind. Yeah, it can't get above VWAP even. Not yet. Anyways, I hope this thing closes weak today, and then you know bounces on the 50 tomorrow. That could be a good bounce play. Same thing with Fubo. Fubo is, let's see, what's Fubo? Fubo is trying to get above VWAP, but it's still having trouble. Oh, Chumia is now breaking down below the 20. So metals, oil, gas, that's where the strength is. Those are the, and weed and crypto, but some of the crypto names I bought are fading. Are fading now. And gold also very strong. And NIO and Tesla. Just a few of these large cap stocks going higher. So Roku is trying to bounce off the 20. If it can't bounce off the 20 today, it's not a good sign. It could end up like TTD when it broke below the 20. Go straight to the 50. We'll see. Oh, 528 viewers? That may be the record. STGO small gold explorer. Oh, dude, this thing doesn't take this off. Take this. You shouldn't touch this thing. It's too liquid. There's many gold stocks out there. There's literally like 50 gold stocks out there. There's no need to. Oh, it's a TSX name. That's why it's so liquid. It's a TSX name. It's not even a US listed stock. STGO. Who knows what the markets will do? I have no idea. We just keep grinding higher for now. Bingo took out the ice of the day? Wow, it did. Oh, good thing I didn't touch it. Okay. I hope this thing goes to like $7, $8, $9 until tomorrow. That would be so good. Then I would go. Then that thing would be my main watch tomorrow. LI attempting a breakout. Yeah, they're kind of reclaiming both the 50 and 20, but these things, yeah, not Expo. You know, I'm in NIO. This was the leading China EV name when it broke out 2 days ago. That one had a good chart. This one is it could work. It's not my type of setup. Oh, they are similar tech as Pack B. Okay. FUV. What was the good day? Wait. What was the good day? What do you mean by the good day? Like a breakout? I think I bought it here. On this day here, or was it here? I don't remember. Or was it some other stock? Those were the like breakouts it had. Like this day here. No, I'm not short Ante. I'm long Ante. Eight was also another kind of a setup when it bounced off the 20. Yeah, possibly. 16 and 22. But none of these were like 5-star. What's this check? What's the news on this thing? If Zoom is a good setup, well, no. And you wouldn't have thought that either if you... Like, guys, you know, there are instructions on the screen. Please go through those, especially the YouTube video with the setups, like what I'm looking for. I'm looking for very specific things. This thing doesn't meet any of my long setup criteria, pretty much. None of them. You should really spend a few hours going through the setup video. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of new people here. First thing you do, don't write anything. You just need to, only thing you should write is exclamation mark about and exclamation mark YouTube. That's it. Everyone needs to be on the same page. We can't have 50 people asking the same questions, which are already answered if you follow the instruction on the screen, you know. So everyone who's new, yeah, exclamation mark brandy doesn't exist yet. Everyone who's new, you should follow the instructions on the screen. We all need to be on the same page. Yeah, everyone messaged David. David has all the answers. He's a boomer. He's a wise man. He has all the answers. You should put the cameo for Brandy. Maybe I will. Oh man. I want more female viewers. It's like such a sausage party in here. I don't think there's a single female here. This has to be some kind of world record. Like 535 people and no females. Okay, there's one. 2. Okay, there are a few. Okay. Okay, then it's not a world record. That's not some type of world record you want to have. You were a female, now you're a male? Okay. Good for you. It's amazing what you can do, today. The medical advancements. It's pretty amazing if you think about it. David, you're not a female? Okay, good to know. David can be a mother figure for everyone in all the new traders. All right, so now it's all about waiting. I did some more aggressive trading than I thought I would do. I shorted Roku, long chain nugget, the triple ETF, gold miners, XUP, the oil gas ETF, which is now kind of fading a bit. But it does look good. It does look very good. It had a big, nice move, clean move, orderly pullback, and went sideways and started building higher lows, and now it's trying to break out of a range. And a lot of individual oil stocks look like this also. Stuff like MRO, for example, a small oil name here. They look at how nice it looks. Higher lows, big linear move. It's a pretty much higher lows all the way. Pulling back, orderly pullback, went sideways. And it's attempting a range break. They're all attempting, like all the oil gas names look like this, pretty much. That's what you want to see in a good setup. Doesn't mean they will work, but at least it's a good setup. And that gives you an edge. How often do I take positions pre-market? Almost never. Pretty much never. I very rarely trade I do trade pre-market, but it's usually when I just lock in partials if something is gapping up a lot. For example, this Ante and CAN, these tiny crypto names, they were both gapping up, so I sold like 10% of both of them pre-market. But I almost never enter anything pre-market. Or if something gaps down on me, if I'm long, gaps down below my stop, I try to sell as much as possible pre-market, but many times some stocks are just, or most stocks are just very liquid, so it's hard. But I pretty much never enter anything pre-market. Very rarely. Very rarely. Not even earnings. Well, it has to be something that's incredibly liquid. You don't get those types very often. Did I do Tilray on Thursday? No, I did Tilray just like 5-10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, something like that. Oh, Pinterest bouncing off the 50. Okay, that's at least a good sign in the growth stock space, because most of them have just been building lower highs and fading over the past 2 weeks. So that's a good sign. Maybe Roku will, and the Snapchat, which I sold like on this day here when it closed below the 20, is also holding up really well. If it can go sideways a few more days, it's gonna be a really good setup again. Maybe Roku will end up like Pinterest. Undercut the 50 slightly and then go straight up. We'll see. SPWR, yeah. FSLR looks good. It's a pretty decent setup, but it's up too much now. You want to park money in ARKG for IRA? Why didn't you do it back in March? Chasing the hottest funds after several years of outperformance is a very bad investment strategy. Very bad investment strategy. The hottest funds are usually going to underperform. That always happens. Every market cycle. Everyone starts chasing these ARK ETFs now that they've had several years of outperformance, and especially this year. And what's going to happen is the average investor is going to underperform the fund itself, the ETF itself, because they chase in at the highs or when it's already up a lot. It's the same. It's also what happened like Peter Lynch back in the like 80s. When he started getting famous, a lot of money came into his fund when he's already had been hot for a while, and those investors didn't have as good returns as the fund itself. So they bought in high. Every market cycle you get these funds that are like super hot, everyone's talking about. You know, I wouldn't put, look, you do whatever you want, but when everyone's doing the same thing and chasing returns, it's usually not a good idea. Yeah, Chinese funds, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can take the hottest, whatever, hedge fund or long only fund or whatever, any market cycle, and if you look at the average investor in that fund, they underperform the fund because what they do is they buy high and they sell low. You see it happen all the time. People are getting into Tesla now, like literally in the past few months, when it's already straight up for like a year. Like it's already up like over 1,000%. Like this is a mega cap. It's up 1,000% in a year or a year and a half. And people get excited about it now. What you're chasing is, chasing performance. And as a trader, we do it all the time, right? We do it all the time. It's called momentum trading. That's what we do here. But for investing, that's not a good idea. Generally. Of course, there are exceptions, but generally, it's not a good idea. Oh, it looks like I got stopped out of XOP. Took a $50,000 loss on it. All right. So these things are fading. AMD Nvidia strong. Would I sell ARK K for a large profit? If you have a large profit in ARK K, I mean, why are you in it? Like what's your, is it an investment or is it a trade? Like I can't see a reason why these things can't go higher. This ARK could very easily go to 200. I mean, you need to have some kind of sell rules. I wouldn't sell it just because someone on Twitch is telling you. You need to have some kind of a, what's the reason you're in this thing? Yes, I am long can. There has been no reason to sell this thing. It's way above my stop. Yeah, exactly. The same thing with Fingerprint. Fingerprint was a few years ago, it was the most traded stock in Europe. It was a growth stock. They did fingerprint. I think they did like fingerprint sensors for cell phones. That was a big thing like 4 or 5 years ago. And the stock went up like over 1,000%. Had a huge growth stock. And like Wallenstam just wrote, most people got excited about it when it already had gone up a lot. So when the stock was, what Wallenstam just wrote, when the stock was down 20% from the highs, 80% of the investors in the stock were red. They were down on it. It's gonna happen to all of these things. Tesla and all of these things are going straight up. Like the same people who were skeptical about the market back in March, April, are now getting super excited. Like I have a lot of friends, they haven't been interested in the stock market like ever, and now so many of them are getting interested in it because it had big runs. And everyone's talking about, oh, I have this friend that made a lot of money and then this and that. That's how it works. Same cycle over and over again. Be careful. Like for an investment, be careful of buying something that's already up like 1,000%. That's when you should be fearful. Not when something is down 50%. It's when something is up 1,000%. You should be fearful. Well, if ARK is a long-term investment, you shouldn't sell it just because you have a big profit, because that big profit could be an even bigger profit. TUFN. Nah, I don't know. Maybe if the 20-day catches up. So now the oil names are fading hard, looks like. If AMD had a breakout today, yeah, I would call this a breakout. Yeah, it's a really good looking one. Slow stock though, that's the only problem. That's the big problem with it though. It's a slow name. Nvidia is even slower. But yeah, they both look good. SDA, yeah, SDA is very illiquid. SSTK, yeah, they look decent. QS and FUB are both attempting to reclaim VWAP here. I'm not gonna touch them yet. Maybe mid-late day if they build a range. Maybe I will try one of them or both. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. So far, these ARK ETFs are holding the 20-day, which is a good sign. It's a good sign. And you know what? I'm thinking about if this RK can go sideways for a few more days, or like maybe one more day, I'm actually thinking about going long this thing, because it's building a high tide flag here. Look at these higher lows, and it has a range here. It can go sideways a bit more. Could be a long candidate for me. It's a nice liquid ETF. And ARK-Chi also. Right now I'm short this thing, but if we can go, it's kind of building higher lows still. If we can, shape up, I could switch to a long side. I have no problem switching to the long side on this thing. But we're not there yet, so. But if it happens, I will cover and switch and buy it. Cover it and buy it. Okay, Roku looks like it's near the lows of the day again. It failed the VWAP, couldn't reclaim VWAP. TNA's weak. But stuff like FNGU, which is the FANG ETF, this thing is hitting new highs. That one is strong. Tesla is another, like, it's mostly mega caps that are strong right now. And also the semiconductor sector. Other than that, there is no major sector that's showing that type of strength right now. And also this NI, the China EVs. So the EVs, the big ones are strong, but the small ones are not very strong. Solar, yeah, it is. Yeah, solar too. Yeah, you're right. GP, yeah, but the entry was here. This is where the setup was. That one I passed on, unfortunately. Instead, I did a couple of other names that didn't work out. But what, Solo is one, right? It's looks so. FUV is another one, isn't it? What more do we have here? Because if these all the EV stuff, like the Chinese EV, the main ones, LI, XP, keep going up, they're gonna come for the smaller ones. What more do we have? Workhorse is also, it's not a Chinese, but it's EV related, I think. RMO is a battery name, SB is a battery name. Yeah, not many looking good. BLDR is flagging. Lithium names, ALB and SQM are having good days, very strong. EVPR, I don't see anything here. Yeah, yep, the better you get at trading, yep, that's what's gonna happen. Because, you know, if you're new, you start following all these people and you realize most of them are just crap. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They're just like you in the beginning. Most people on FinTwit, they just have no idea what the fuck they're doing. Many of them are not even trading real money, and if they have, you know, many of these FinTwit, you know, guys that have big followings, they're just not even good traders. They're not. And you're gonna realize that. You're gonna, wow, this guy has no idea what the hell he's talking about. And you're gonna realize, like, you're gonna start tuning out financial media because you realize those guys have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. At the end of the, you know, at the end, you're just gonna follow very few people that have consistently good ideas. Right now I can't get in. Oh, here. FRH. This is like some of Kazakhstan stock, right? I think they're like based in Kazakhstan. Pretty wild chart. Very nice. At least some people got it. I like, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Borat. Borat visits Night City? Nope. Should I Google it? Visit Borat Night City. I'm gonna watch it. Not now, but later. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, most years a big chunk of my money comes from sector momentum. When you have these themes, if you can identify themes, like every year there's a few themes, some years more than others. If you identify those, you're gonna make a lot of money. So that's what I'm always doing. I see a new sector starting to move. I'm looking for other, other stocks in those sectors. Previously I've been nailing like the crypto sector back in 2017, early 2018. The wheat sector a couple of years ago. Also, right now the crypto sector is really hot. That's why I'm bought this Ante on Friday, opening range highs. I did get stopped out of it on the highs though, on the lows of the day, when it took out the lows of the day. But then I got back in late day when it kind of started building these higher lows. This can I bought a few days ago. Like these things, they're all like very thin stocks, tiny positions, like 1% positions in my overall accounts, but they all have the potential to double, triple, quadruple. That's why I'm keep buying those piece of shit illiquid names, because I know when a sector gets hot, those shitty small ones, they can go up hundreds and hundreds of percent. Oh, TNA is weak. Holy shit, that thing is weak. Roku taking out lows for the day. Yeah. So it's a very mixed bag right now. So I'm long these gold names. So most of my long exposure is from crypto related stuff and gold. And also the EV, the large EVs, Tesla and NIO. That's like pretty much all my long exposure. And this Soxol semiconductor ETF also, obviously, but so that's it. And FNG. Okay, never mind. Okay. Twitter, it's a laggard stock, and I just don't like what the growth stocks are overall doing. It looks okay in other. It looks like an okay setup, but I just don't like what the overall market is doing, and the fact that it's kind of a laggard. If you see this type of setup after the market has been correcting for a while, that's very bullish. But the market has just been grinding higher, like the indices. And yeah, I don't know. And I see a lot of these software and internet related stocks, they're kind of weak. So I don't know. You opened a Fubo right now? Oh, Fubo, never mind. I thought you meant another stock. Never mind. Yeah, I don't see a setup here, but yeah, maybe. It could also go to 20 before it bounces, so who knows. I'm gonna wait for a good risk reward setup. Yeah, Fubo is still under VWAP. Yeah, you should type a exclamation mark about, enter, and then you type exclamation mark YouTube, enter. Then you get the links. It generates links. Exactly, that's how you do it. No, you need to do them separately. AINC. I don't see anything here. I see a bottom in it. I don't see anything here. Oh wow, this X up. This is what stops are for. This is the importance of stops. It's straight down from where I sold it to go. Best lot. This is what I wrote in the tweet storm last week. The best trades I had last year and every year, all of my best trades I lost money on. Every single one of my best trades I lost money on. They stopped me out and then they kept going lower. Or if it was a short that stopped me out, they kept going higher. And if I didn't stop myself out, I would have lost all my money. MMEDF looks really good. Dantes? Did Dantes tweet? I didn't see any tweet from Dantes. Did he block me? When did he tweet? It says 0 tweets. Oh, from before. Oh, yeah, MMEDF. This one. I wish I had bought some here in the 40-cent area when Julia Skripka started talking about it. But yeah, it's flagging nicely. This is a 5-star flag. If you don't understand why this is a good setup, you need to review the YouTube video. You need to put !YouTube ASAP in the chat and spend the 4 hours or whatever the length of the video is to look at the video. And if you still don't understand it, you need to re-watch the video. And if you still don't understand it, well, you should stop trading. Or you should just, maybe focus on other setups. What settings I have for my VWAP? None. I just put VWAP there. You can put settings on it. Well, I guess nothing. I don't know. Edit. Nothing. There are no settings. In TC2000, VWAP has no settings. It's just some kind of a standard setting, I guess. Is it okay to trade OTCs? Sure. I own a few OTCs right now. If they have volume, if they have good catalyst, a good setup, if they have momentum, if they have a reason to move, absolutely, there's nothing wrong in owning OTCs. IDEX, what's this? China EV. Oh, this thing could be a good setup for tomorrow. I'm gonna put it, and it's actually not that illiquid for a low. It's actually pretty liquid for a low price stock. It's NIU. This one looks interesting. It's an EV, right? Yeah, it's an EV. Smart scooters. Guys, put a comment or question with tickers, because I have no idea what you're looking at, but I guess you want to see if this is a good long setup. If you can close strong today, it could be a good setup for tomorrow. Do I look into SEC filings? Rarely. FLGT has very good earnings, but it's just a wide and loose short. I just don't see anything here. If you can flag and get really tight, that could be something, but Yeah, it's a tough one. Fubo. No, they tried to dip buy at 48. Yeah, it's like the guy who shorted this thing in the 20s with no stop because of fundamentals. Yeah, you know, if you're a trader and you trade with no stops, you're gonna get run over. And if you're randomly doing things like randomly buying some dips, well, you're gonna get run over. That's what happens. That's why you need specific setups. Specific setups. Nothing else is gonna help you. If you wanna trade, you need specific setups. Otherwise, it's just gonna be another statistic. Another guy that can't beat the market, or maybe even can't make any money. Only thing that's gonna save you is having specific setups. Well, yeah. If you use that type of you use like, well, yeah. If you only put in 1%, well, then it doesn't matter. It could go to 0, and it's not gonna affect your account much. But on the other hand, if you only put 1% in it, yeah, well, then you also want it to at least be able to double, triple, because otherwise you're not gonna make any meaningful money in it. Am I using TI-65? No. The Monaco trader, he bought mRNA 150. He's still buying this thing? Really? Wow. He bought 140, yeah. Yeah, look, everyone can trade whatever way they want. I'm not gonna. I'll try not to trash talk anyone because I really don't know anything about them, how they trade. But you know, some trades I hear or hear about or see on Twitter, I just see a lot of people doing a lot of random stuff. I can't figure out what they're doing. Holy shit, the check cap. What is this thing? He has a different style of trading. Yeah, she sure has. Because if you let a short go 100% against you, more than 100% against you, and a long in literally like 1 week, and then you have a long that goes 30% against you in 2 weeks, that's definitely a different style of trading. That's definitely a different style of trading. It's 3D chess. Yeah, maybe it's 4D chess. Because the thing is, like, if you have, if you let something go that much against you, like, where's your risk reward? Like, where is your risk reward? It doesn't make any sense. Because like if you have a 30% stop on a long, like just to have a 1 to 3 risk reward, this thing needs to go up 90%, not from where this thing is right now, but from where you entered. So first it needs to go up 30% to get back to break even, and then it needs to go up another 90% from there just to have a 1 to 3 risk reward. It just doesn't make any sense. You need a huge risk reward if you're gonna have stops that are that tight. Oh, sorry, that loose. Or even if you don't have any stops. That's even worse. I don't know. I guess, yeah. I don't know. I can't figure it out. Varna, who is Varna? Is it someone in Discord or is it someone? Oh, it's someone on social media. He has 100% stop loss, 50% account size per trade. He's a data-driven guy. Okay. Verma, is it someone on Twitter? Madass circle, okay. I guess it works in a bull market. He did last year 3 KTO. What's 3 KTO? Oh, 3K to 1 million? Chris Verma, idiot. So he puts in 50% of his account in one stock and has like 100% stop loss. So he lets it go to 0, or like, so even if it goes down 90%, it's gonna stick with it. Oh, his main strategy is shorting parabolics. Oh, okay. So he's shorting. Oh, so he has 100%. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Shorting parabolics, having 100%, because what's gonna happen? You're gonna have a very high win rate. Occasionally, you're gonna get stopped out. Oh wait, 50%. So if he actually gets stopped out once, he's gonna lose 50% of his money. Okay. So what happens if you get stopped out? Because these types of strategies, though they don't make any sense, because if he gets stopped out on 2 trades in a row, he's gonna be down 75%. And he only has an 80% win rate. That guy's gonna blow up. 80% win rate is way too low for that type of strategy, because the odds of having 2-3 losing trades in a row with an 80% win rate is pretty high. It's pretty high. It's gonna blow up, guaranteed. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make mathematical sense. It makes sense if you have like a 99% win rate. Like if you wait for those really true parabolics and then enter and have 100% stop, you can have a very, very high win rate. Maybe not 99% plus, but 95% plus. And then it could make sense. But with 80% win rate, it's kind of crazy to have, that kind of position sizing. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, he has a hard stop for 10% of his account, but I don't get it. He puts in 50%. If his position sizing is 50%, he has 100% stop, but then he also has a rule. He's gonna stop out if he loses 10% of his account. He doesn't put in 50, but someone just said he did. Well, that changes everything. That changes everything. Because it was kind of ironic. The math behind his strategy didn't make any sense, and someone wrote he's a data-driven guy. So I thought it was kind of ironic, a data-driven guy not understanding numbers. But well, that changes everything. Why am I getting so much contradictory information? Everyone's saying different things. I have no idea. Look, I have no idea about any of these guys. Like, I just comment on what you guys write. So I have nothing against those, them personally. I'm just, commenting what you guys write in chat. I'm trying to help you understand the numbers behind it. They have to make sense. They have to make sense. I just got stopped out of this HVBTF for a tiny loss. Yeah, guys, don't try to predict any. Yeah, it doesn't have, guys. This Fubo doesn't have to bounce. That's the one thing. Like, the thing about parabolic shorts is they always come down. It's just mathematics. They have to come down eventually. Nothing goes straight up forever. But parabolic longs, like some things don't have to bounce. Sometimes things can go down 90% without the bounce. So don't try to get too enormous with this bounce idea. Wait for specific setups. But if it prints a hammer on the 50-day, yes, that could be a very good sign. But it doesn't even have to stop at the 50-day. It could go straight to 20. So like parabolic longs are a different game than parabolic shorts. They don't really have to bounce the same way parabolic shorts can crash. Wait for like really tight entries. Like either if you get a range on the 60-minute, a couple of green candles in a row, preferably with higher lows, and then a breakout out of that range, or something like opening range highs tomorrow. Very specific, like a tight stop. Again, it's all about the risk reward. Expel 2 bounces off the 20-day. Yeah, it's still building higher lows, but it needs to tighten up here. Maybe a few more days sideways. It is building a nice flag, and this thing. Yeah. Well, I've read a lot about this stock. This thing has a lot of like these micro cap investors have been nailing it over the past few years. they do some kind of a film for cars that helps to protect the paint. Yeah, this thing could go to 200. They have some really good numbers. I wish I had, invested in this thing. Anyhow, let's stick to setups. Yeah, you could build a nice flag if it just went sideways a bit more. It's not complete yet. Yeah, paint protection film. Yeah, Dada. Nah, I don't know. I don't like it here. Maybe if it tightens up, goes sideways a bit more, builds higher lows, and then breaks out of this range. Maybe in a few days. Tilray stopped you out? But Tilray is near the highs of the day. How could it stop you out? Like X took out the lows of the day, so that's something that should have stopped you out. But Tilray is literally, not far off the highs. I don't get it. QS, what did we just say about trying to catch a falling knife? Wait for a setup. Wait for a tight setup. Guys, let's stick to English in free knives, falling knives. Sorry, did I say free knives? Tilray, yeah, I mean Tilray. I wish I'd bought it a bit lower, but yeah. Guys, even if you chase, you should still stick to the correct exit criteria. If you feel you chase the stock, you should either sell it immediately or size down on it. Yeah, free falling knives. That's what I think I said. A free knife. Yeah, free knives are very good. Free falling knives are not good. If you get a free knife, that's a good thing. Free falling knife, not a good thing. AQB. It looks decent. What is this Aqua Bounty technology? Is it some kind of farm products? What's the sector here? It had a very high volume day here. What was the news on that day? Sustainable fish farm. Not an exciting sector. Maybe it is. I don't know. Oh, looks like I got stopped out of this fuse also. Yeah, the tiny crypto names I bought today, tiny size, are both stopping me out. Okay. What are they? So Ante still looks good. Looks like it's flagging on the 60. Can looks decent. GBTC looks strong. Oh, Soxel. Big reversal candle. Gonna raise my stop here. Tesla fading, yeah. ARC-G is now a bit weak. TTT hitting about 8 new lows. Yeah, there's a lot of... Oh, TNA! What a move! Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I raised my stop to break even. What if I had covered it out of the gate in the high 67s? I would be so pissed right now. Whew. I would be so pissed right now. Oh my god. CrowdStrike hitting new. Yeah, all this stuff. Oh, NXTD looks like it's about to stop me out. What's my entry on this thing? Yeah, let's see if he can hold the 10-day. If he can't, I'm getting the fuck out of it. It's another one of these crypto pumps. I don't think I'm gonna do any more short exposure. I have pretty decent short exposure from the from last week. I'm short a bunch of TNA, TTD, CrowdStrike, ArcG, Roku. Roku was from today, obviously. QS I covered. So I have a lot of short exposure. XLI. Yeah, industrial structure. Or maybe should I short some ArcK also? It's losing the 20 now. It couldn't reclaim the 20. Now it's on backside on the 60-minute. You see it got rejected on the moving average. Is the 65 and the 20 that have been acting as support are now acting as resistance. That's called backside. Backside of a momentum move. Maybe I'll do this one too, but not yet. BTBT could be a short setup. It's about to lose VWAP. It's been building lower highs. This could be a good short setup. I'm passing on it, but again, I hope this thing gaps up tomorrow and goes higher. Same thing with Bingo. Oh my god, Bingo. What a move. Holy shit. I forgot to say, I bought the shitload of it at 63 cents last week. Honest truth. In my IB account. You too? Yeah, I just forgot about it. Yeah, you in your other account? Yeah. Me too, in my other account. I just forgot about it. Oh my god, what a move. Yeah, it's our shared Twitch account. Yeah, HMNY was an insane. I think I made 2,000% on that long. That was insane. Holy shit. And then I nailed the short on it. HM is the stock still trading? Let's go look at it. Yeah, I literally bought this thing. So did it? Yeah, no, not 2,000%, 1,000%. Sorry. I started buying it here. This EP here. It was trading at like 80 cents. No, not 80. Wait, it's no. It peaked at 30 or 40. It's had some reverse splits. The numbers are off. Wait, where are the? It's had some reverse splits. Anywho, I think it peaked at like 35. So it went from, I don't know, I think it went like $2 or $4 to 35 or something. I don't know. But yeah, I started buying it here. That was a big one. And then it had a perfect parabolic move. And then gravity took over. I remember this one. Holy shit. I was in a hotel room in Chicago when I bought it. I still remember. My accounts had been going sideways for like 6 months. I was kind of demoralized. I wasn't making any money. I'm like, ugh. Like I couldn't get anything going, and then HMNI happens. And that started a big like 6-month run in my accounts. And then after that, all the cryptomania started, and all of those stocks went up hundreds and even thousands of %. And the next like 5-6 months were like insane. You know, it's always remember, the bad shit happens always when things are going really well, and the good things always happen when things are going bad, and you feel frustrated. So you should never get too bullish and never get too bearish on yourself, because it can change at any moment. It doesn't matter if it goes really, everything is going really well or everything is going really bad. It can change in like on the next trade. You should feel frustrated all the time. Yeah, exactly. I'm dropping quotes today. NXTD is right on the 20K per account. Yeah, we better hope they don't go bankrupt. What's going on with Soxol? Nothing really. It pulled back, found support on the rising 10 EMA, and nothing. Just nothing crazy. Nothing. Just having, they're all breaking down one by one. This SPE, Chumia, Laser, that's not a good sign. A lot of these speculative names are, they're pulling back one by one. I don't like this. I do not like this at all. Even FNGU is down. Probably gonna sell it today if it doesn't close strong. Or not today, but if it loses the 10-day. I'll get rid of that one too. I don't like it. Like so many things are starting to pull back. I do not like it. There's a lot of weakness. Right. Fiverr is holding. Yeah, Fiverr is a lead. Yeah, this is a good looking one. Really good looking one. Is it gonna hold though? That's the question. Yeah, my shorts are working really well. I'm getting worried about some of the longs I have. I'm thinking about, I don't know. Nah, it's too early to tell. It's too early. A lot of things can happen. I'm not gonna, like, fuel cell, if it, this one is close stopping me out. We'll see. NXTD is close. AMD, it's still holding, but yeah, that's the problem when you buy breakouts in a weak market. When you buy laggards, these things are laggards, All the good breakouts happened back in November and December, and these things didn't break out until now. Well, actually, AMD did break out. I initially bought it 19th of November. But Nvidia is a big laggard. But it could still work. It could work, but But the best time to buy breakouts is when the market is one, coming out of a long time, like multi-month consolidation, or two, it's coming out of a multi-month correction. That's the best time to buy stocks, like buy breakouts. That's when the big money is made. Ashes of creation, nope. This is good. What would happen to the gold price if the markets drop? Gold could go down, it could go up, or it could go sideways. That's what could happen to the gold price. It's one of those three scenarios. I'm pretty certain. Damn, I should put this in a newsletter, and then maybe like do like a $50 fee or something. I have so much information and secret insights to share the word. That's literally what a lot of people do, these newsletter services. They put these bullshit scenarios, what could happen if this or that happens, and then they that's like what a lot of these like macro analysts do. They're so full of bullshit. Like they don't literally know anything, but they're putting these scenarios out there. And and if one of those 10 scenarios they put out there in their newsletter happens, they're like, hey, look at the we forecasted this. Show in my newsletter. Oh man. That's why you pay me. Yeah, that's why you guys pay me the big bucks. What scan did bingo show up on when you bought it? I never bought it. Why do you think I bought it? I've never been long bingo. I'm a genius? I don't know. It isn't out yet? Who makes Ashes of Creation? Is it a hyped game? I never heard about it. Bingo? Of course I was joking. I thought I made it pretty clear. I was pretty ironic. I wish I had. I wish I had bought a million shares at 63 cents. I wish. Nope. Unfortunately, I did not. But it's gonna be a great short setup. Could be today, but I really hope this thing goes to, closes strong and opens strong tomorrow. That would be a 5-star setup. I'm gonna do a lot of size on it. The 60-minute candle on Palantir. It's actually bouncing right off the 10 weekly moving average. So this could be a short-term bottom for this thing. But it has a lot of work to do. It was also potentially a higher low. So yeah, but it needs work. There's a lot of work to do in this thing. It's not a short, it's not a long right now. What's Snow doing? Snow is also trying to reverse a bit. So for now, most of these longs are holding up fairly well. And the shorts are fairly weak. It's an interesting market. My longs are working and my shorts are working. It really emphasizes the importance of stock picking. It's not like back in March, April, May last year, you could throw a dart and you would make money. This is actually, you actually need some stock picking skills here. Or at least I imagine I have some stock picking skills. Neither your longs nor your shorts are working? Yeah, I have those days too. Those are the worst days. When you have a portfolio of longs and shorts and they all go against you. Ugh. Yeah, Raging Bull made 150 million of their stock picks. Or did they? They had, let's see, I'm gonna try to find the quote. They had consistent and what was the quote? I can't find my own tweet. Here it is. They had incurred substantial and persistent losses from their own stock and options trading activities. Think about it, anytime, doesn't matter how many followers they have, how fancy their web page is. Think about it next time someone is trying to sell an alert service or a trading service or a newsletter or whatever in social media. These Raging Bull guys, they made 150 million of subscriber fees in like 3 years or something. And they were a total fraud, right? They were these like options trading service. They were so-called options trading experts or trading experts. So this is, I'm quoting from a Washington Post article. So these guys, they had incurred substantial and persistent losses from their own stock and trading options activities. Think about it next time someone is pushing a trading service or a newsletter or whatever on social media. How do they make their money? How do they make money? Why would someone who's highly successful in trading push a trading service? A paid trading service. Think about it. Think about it next time. Trend Spider? I don't know what it is. Trademark Minervini. Well, I don't think he's a fraud. I think he's a good trader. But some of the like very thin stocks he pushes on Twitter makes me think, what the hell is he doing? Like, I've been a subscriber of Mark Minervini's service. Like, he's very pushy with his books and services. His books are great. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's not making as much money as he used to, or I don't know. It's kind of weird though. But you know, there's a lot of money to make selling services, I guess. No matter if you're a good trader or not. Pradeep, why do you think? Well, because it's always fun to help people. And look, I get it, like if you have a web page and stuff like that, like it does cost to host it, you know, the development and stuff like that. It's not for free. So at least, you know, you can change some money. Like Pradeep service is not very expensive. But you know, I'm not saying they're all frauds. But you know, next time someone is really pushing a service, you know, you need to, you know, try to figure out, are these guys legit? Yeah, that too. Paid services eliminate non-serious traders. That is true. That is true. Pradeep doesn't make much money? How do you know? Cameron Foos, he's a very mediocre trader. I've been in his service too. He's a very mediocre trader. He's been trading for like 15 years. He hasn't, and he also has these trading DVDs and stuff like that. I don't know if he's selling them anymore. But yeah, I don't know if he's a fraud, but he's a very mediocre trader. Is he even trading anymore? I saw him on YouTube. He has this funny hat, and he like interviews people. He's become an interviewer. I don't know. Is he even a trader anymore? Cameron Foos? He's a scam? Smarter trader? I have no idea. Foos 4 with his leased Maserati? Yeah, he had a Maserati. He had like a Mustang or something, and then he had a boat. Like they were all black. He had a black Maserati, black Mustang or something like that, and then a black boat. He's now a crypto. Yeah, Pradeep is great. Like I learned a lot of Pradeep. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Pradeep. Like I learned a lot from Pradeep. Like, you know, but you already know this if you've been to my about page. If you followed the instruction on the screen, there's only really 2 or 3 trading services I recommend. Investors Live is one of them. Pradeep is one, and I also access a trader like Dan Shapiro's service. There's only 3 I recommend. No, I have not attended Pradeep's bootcamp. There isn't a single week without anyone mentioning me on Stockbee, really? Yeah, I usually don't log in much anymore. Personal life for potential. If you're starting out trading, like it's a very hard thing, you know, becoming a successful trader. Most people that started out trading that I know were successful, they started trading when they were in their 20s, somewhere in their 30s, and most of them were single, had no kids when they started out. But once you're profitable, it doesn't matter because you don't have to put in the same effort. Then it doesn't matter if you have kids and family. You can make it work anyways once you're profitable. But when you're starting out, you better don't have a lot of other commitments because it's gonna be a very hard thing. You know, try to learn trading if you have kids, and yeah, oh man, I wouldn't have, you know, become a successful trader if I had kids when I started out. No way. Shimsa. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You did it, but hard, yeah. It's hard. Yeah, it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible, but it's exponentially harder. You can't. You need focus. The thing is, main thing is anything. If you want to excel at anything, you need focus first and foremost. You don't need intelligence. You don't need the most information. You don't need to be the most informed or the smartest person. What you need is focus. That's the main thing. If you want to be good at anything, and that's hard if you have kids and a wife and whatever. If you have a meth addiction, no, I think you can make it. That's fine. Yeah, Elkwood did start also, yeah, when he was older. He did, yeah. I'm not saying you can't make it, but I think it's much easier if if you're younger. Those books listed on my site, a lot, on my blog. Well, you don't need 10,000 hours to become an expert. The hours themselves don't do much. What you need is focused effort. That's what people, just because you're doing something, it doesn't make you better at it. You need to focus on getting better at it. That's how you get better. You can become an expert, in the 1,000 hours too, if you really, really do, push yourself. And you can still suck after 10,000 hours. That's a common thing people miss from those popular books that popularize the 10,000 hour rule. You need focused effort. What's the word for it? Guys, if you want to study about expertise, how you develop expertise, you need to read the books with this guy. He's a Swedish professor at University of Florida. He's wrote several books about. This is also, I think, was Malcolm Gladwell who popularized the 10,000 hour rule. This is the guy he got it from. This is how this guy has written several books about. He studied all these sports people and chess players and these the top 0.01% in different types of fields, and it's just how did they become good at it? So and he wrote several books that are really good. I have one of his books that's really thick. I still haven't finished it because it's like 800 pages. So this is like the light version of it, peak. If you want to, this goes for anything. If you want to be really good at anything, it's the same feedback loop. It's the same feedback loop. No matter if you want to become a good trader, or a good golfer, or a good chess player, or a good guitar player. It's the same feedback loop for anything and everything. This is the one, I think. The Cambridge Handbook of Expertise and Expert Performance. It's super thick, really, really thick. This is 984 pages. I read 100 pages, and then I got bored. I probably should order one of the light, like this one. This is the light version of the same thing. Where is it? How many pages is this? I should order it. NCTY halted? Oh, volatility halt. Well, then it's fine. Talent code, Pete Citrus. Yeah, deliberate practice. That's what I wanted to. Yeah, deliberate practice. It's not about the hours. Obviously, you need a lot of hours, but just 10,000 hours doesn't really mean anything if you didn't, do deliberate practice. I mean, and it makes sense because how many people haven't been at their jobs forever and they still suck at it, right? Or maybe your buddy who's been golfing for 20 years and he's still a really bad golfer, right? Because the person had not put in deliberate practice. So the hours themselves don't mean anything. It's the deliberate practice that's what's important. Grit, yeah. Yeah, exactly. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect different results, unless you're lucky. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect practice makes perfect, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna order that book. What were the books? Peak Secrets? Peak Secrets? Peak Secrets, wait here. Peak. I'm gonna order a few of those. Peak Oh, Peak. Yeah, well that's the book I just showed you. Oh yeah, Peak Secrets from the New Science of Expertise. What were more? Talent Code and Bounce. Bounce. What's the name of the author? Because I'm getting these like wrinkle guard mega dryer sheets. Bounce is a brand of wrinkle guard mega dryer. Audiobooks? I don't like audiobooks. I prefer reading. What was that? Bounce, and then we have talent code. Yeah, I like those books. Yeah. Yeah, the myth of talent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read all of them. I'm gonna read all of them tonight, I promise. Okay, NXTD, right on the 10-day. Let's see what. NIO and Tesla. Super strong, especially NIO. If I had read Digital Gold, Bitcoin, and no, I have not read that book. I actually saw a fascinating statistic yesterday that 97% of all Bitcoin wallets have less than 1 Bitcoin in them. 97%. This one, so, but after hearing Yeah, I know that Jack Ma interview with Elon Musk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And but on the other hand, yeah, that one he did sound a bit stupid in that one. But I heard other interviews with Jack Ma when he's like says some really smart things, like really common sense smart things. But yeah, in that one he does sound a little bit like an idiot. I agree. I know exactly which one, which interview you're talking about. It's on YouTube. But there are other interviews with Jack Ma that were really, really good. So yeah, I mean that's just just because someone is super successful doesn't make them experts in every field. You only have to be an expert in one field to become super successful. You can be a complete moron outside of that specific field. Jack Ma is a fucking idiot. Not a lot of people like Jack Ma. He did get one thing right though. He did get the internet revolution in China and the e-commerce revolution. He did get that thing right. That was his genius 20 years ago or 25 years ago. That was his genius. All right, I think I'll cut the stream here. Things have really slowed down. So this NXTD, this one is, we'll see. If it closes like this, I'm probably gonna just sell it. Yeah, all the shorts are weak today. Some of my longs are weak today. Some of my longs are strong today. So it's a bit mixed bag. Like Tesla is really strong. Soxil was really strong, but now it's about to go red on a day. Can and the other one crypto name I had, the tiny one, they gapped up, but they're kind of fading. GBTC is fading a little bit. DQ is looks okay. Tilray still looks okay. NIO is a beast. Just no down ticks today. Nugget is strong from entry. Chainug is kind of strong from entry. Ante was the one. Oh, Ante actually took out highs of the day. Like an hour ago. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, this one looks fine. Volume is big. This thing could easily go to $10 if, as long as Bitcoin doesn't crash. You know, this thing could very easily, you know, keep their momentum and just keep going. Because that's what happens when a sector gets hot and people start chasing these the next you know, the next Mara, the next Riot, the next this, the next that. Fuel cell. Well, it's if it closes, yeah. Well, if it closes like this, I'm keeping it. But if it closes below 1033, which is the lows from a few sessions ago, I'm gonna sell it. No, I entered Chainug and Nugget today, opening range highs. Excel. Well, first, you know, like if they gap down tomorrow, I would look at opening range highs. And stuff like Fubo, QS, and XL. Actually, this XL, yeah, it could also be a long setup. I'm gonna put this one also on my list. So QS, Fubo, and XL are gonna be my mean reversion long candidates for tomorrow. Ideally, we get gap downs and then opening range highs. Which commission model? I don't know. I have no idea which commission model. I don't remember. I have no idea. It was like 3 years, 4 years ago I opened 5 years ago maybe even. Yeah, 5 years ago I opened that account. I don't think I've changed it since. Okay guys, I'm gonna cut the stream now. I have better things to do than sit here and watch the paint dry. Alright guys, good luck and see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.